Okay, we're making another video this morning. So it's Sunday, it's beautiful outside. We got a little bit of snow last night, but the sun's shining and it's fairly warm. It's probably only like -5 degrees or something like that. So I got a little thing set up here. I don't have a work table to work with, so I'm gonna run it off the barbecue here. But we're gonna do how to peel a bag of potatoes in 30 seconds to a minute. So the wife has in-laws over. Sometimes she wants me to participate in the kitchen, which none of us want to do. So I figured this is kind of a MacGyver way to rig something up to get it done quickly. Honey, can you peel the potatoes? Well, yes, dear, I can do that. So I got some pretty straightforward stuff here. I've got a bag of potatoes. This is a 10-pound bag. I've only got about 5 pounds left inside the bag. I got some duct tape. I've got a grinder, a drill. This is one of those cement mixers. So you put it in the bucket and you just hook her to the drill and she goes. We're going to need this. And I've got a toilet brush, which is one of the key pieces of equipment. I bought this brand new for 99 cents yesterday. I don't recommend using a used one for this application. And I've got a bucket. So the concept behind this is that we're going to throw it all into the bucket and we're going to blend the hell out of it, and they're all going to come out crispy and peeled right away. So we're going to get set up and we'll go right at it. Okay, here we go. So the first thing we're going to need to do is we need to take this, which is essentially going to hook to our drill. This becomes our turning tool. We need to attach this to this. So I don't need this top part here. I'm just going to cut it right off. Otherwise I would have this sticking out all sideways. And what we're going for is the slot in the back. You can see it's got like a little slot in there. I'm going to slot this in and then I'm going to tape it together so it's good, sturdy, and strong. So the first thing to do, take your grinder out and cut this thing right off. Pretty simple procedure. So that's done. It'd be nice if I had a little bench to work on here, but we'll make do with what we got. And then you're going to take your drill, get your drill opened up so that you can put the piece in, just like such. Tighten her all up. And now the concept is that we're going to tape this to this. So I'm going to put it together, and then after I've got it done, I'll come back and show you the results, okay? And there we go. Look at that bad boy. Pretty rowdy looking, eh? Got a nice friggin' hammer drill with a toilet brush on the end. No way this thing's not going to do some damage, right? I'm going to get it rigged up and then I'll come back to you. Okay, here's the concept. Bucket. You just need a little bit of water in it. Doesn't need nothing to be crazy. Doesn't have to be nothing crazy. It just has to be enough so that there's some lubrication in there when you spin it all around. My potatoes. Dump them in. Like I said, I got about 5 pounds of potatoes in there. And now all we're going to do is we're going to take the drill to her and blend it out. And we'll see how long it takes to get this done. Okay, so we're ready to go here. So I got my bucket full of my potatoes, okay? So I soaked them overnight just to loosen up the skin a little bit. You know, you can see they're nice and saturated. It's going to soften it up, and that's the concept, is we want to get it off. The best way to do this application is using fresh potatoes, like right out of the garden. These here I bought from the store, so they're not super fresh, but that's the whole concept behind letting it soak overnight in water so it loosens it up. Take your drill with your brush on the end, and the more rugged of a bristle that you can get, the better off you're going to be. Remember, they're not going to come out perfect. Like, we are peeling them with a friggin' toilet brush here, but this is just something fun to play with that makes it a lot simpler. And if they are the fresh out of the garden at the end of the summer potatoes, the skin comes right off quick. So watch this. You want to move it around a little bit too, like try to swash it around to get kind of a... It's going to take about 30 seconds to a minute. And we'll get it off of here. There we go. I can see it coming off. You know, this is better than having to peel it by hand. At least I'm outside, I'm kind of screwing around. Or I can be in the kitchen while she's asking me to do 100 other things. think we're getting there. You know, we're getting there. There's still some peeling on that. I can't see if you can see that or not. But there's still some peeling on that. But we're going the right way. You know, what have we been here? 30 seconds maybe? Toilet brush and a drill. How to peel a 5-pound bag of potatoes in under a minute. Okay. I think we got her licked there. I mean, I think that worked out pretty damn good. It's all foamy and frothy, but look at that. Oh, well, this one here didn't work at all. But I mean, you know, you gotta spend a few minutes on it. But look at these ones. That's nice and clear. You can see it leaves a little bit of skin on the bottom, but I mean, that's a nice clean potato. I think that there's a couple in here that I didn't get. Like well, I got most of it. You can see this one here. I mean, it's not perfect, but you know, like I said, you can do smashed potatoes too. When you go to restaurants and stuff and they have smashed potatoes, all it is it's got a little bit of skin on it. But there you go, man, clear as day. How to peel a bucket of potatoes, in a 5-pound bucket of potatoes in under a minute. And that there's proof right there that worked. I'm glad you're watching. You can see here the bucket just goes super, super, super frothy, but you know, clear as day. I just think that's very, very cool. Water's dirty, look at that. You know, there's a couple of them that still have some gnarly in it, but for the most part, that peeled that bucket of potatoes no problem. So, I mean, you can simplify this and do it quicker, but that worked out really, really well. So, you know, some duct tape, a power drill, a toilet brush, a grinder, and a bag of potatoes. Rock and roll, man.